This is interesting. I didn't know about this relationship. These two might have been gay together. I don't want to badmouth John O'Keefe, but they had a weird relationship, him and Iggy.
The defendant kissed me, not like a friend.
What about a lesbian? Try to convert her. If she's hot. But no wonder Karen Reed was frustrated with this guy. Bro, look at me. I'm drinking beer. He goes, you coming by? I'm sending these 3 whores home. See if we could find some bitches. Oh, my God. Higgins says she claims to have good reasons for going after married men and is on the hunt for her next target. Yeah, we got a lot of gay guys. You'll have a great time, Higgy. Plow bitches coming over. That's what Higgins says. Haha, I hope so. Haha.
Haha.
Haha. He goes, you coming by? Haha. Haha. Higgy Bear needs to get laid. Haha. Him and Higgins are just fucking have this weird relationship where they just send each other pictures of their fucking drinks. It's bizarre. Haha. And Jameson and Ginger.
Jameson and Ginger.
These are messages between John and Higgins going back to November 24th. So they've been friends since November 24th.
We have some breaking news. Thanks to Corey Hopkins and her FOIA request, we were able to get our hands on text messages between John O'Keefe and Brian Higgins that we never ever saw before. Let's watch.
John O'Keefe says to him, "What's up, pal?" John O'Keefe says, "We're going to hang out. Where you drinking?" Not like, are you drinking, but where are you drinking? I think some of these guys might have an alcohol problem. Nowhere yet, Higgins said. I heard the hillside is standing room only. I'm thinking maybe McMorgan's in Norwood. Of all the fucking places, John O'Keefe wanted to take Higgins.
I'm not a Canton Townie, but I have no idea why McMorgan's is that bad.
Just don't sit in the bar seats. You're better off with standing room only. He asked out Higgins to go to McMorgan's before. Like, tell me. Oh my God, dude. Higgins says, I had a late lunch. Of course you did, with a buddy on 138. Okay, just got here. Pretty quiet. Let me know if you head back this way.
We were able to replicate the screenshot because what was produced was very blurry. Sometimes the dates may be a little off, but it's very telling to see this bromance between Brian Patrick Higgins and John O'Keefe way back in November.
If I'm out, I'll have some drinks. I heard Hillside is, on Thanksgiving. He's like, oh, we'll be bouncing around. And then Higgins, look what he sends John there. His drink. Look at me. I'm a grown-up. I can drink Jameson and Ginger.
Jameson and Ginger.
Are you queer? He might be. What kind of shit is this? Sending another man a picture of your drink? You're so cool, Higgins. Look at you with your fucking Jameson and Ginger.
Jameson and Ginger.
They do this a lot, these two. These two might have been gay together. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't want to badmouth John O'Keefe, but they had a weird relationship, him and Iggy. Maybe I'll head back. Who you rolling with? So were we, Karen. And look what this mofo does. He sends more drinks. Like, I'm so fucking cool. Look at me. I'm drinking. And this is at 12 p.m. What is with these fucking guys? Junction? No. Sue don't work here. Haha, yes, Junction. Are you guys with Sean and Kerry? I was out at the active shooter in Seekonk this AM. Chris, you mean Chris Curran, or is it Sean? Chris, douchebag. Thought it was Sean. No, it's Chris, douchebag. Where you at, McCarthy's? Keep your 0 on the tab. Haha. You around for the 4 o'clock games? Going to Braintree? Jake and Joe's? I'm doing a few things around the house. I'll try and make it.
These are the text message extractions from Brian Higgins' phone. What we received was very blurry, but they did have written correspondence with each text message. However, it wasn't complete, and that was the real issue with Brian Patrick Higgins giving his text messages over to Yuri Buchanan and Michael Proctor. But Higgy Bear is in the blue here, and John is in the gray.
I'm traveling to New York for work tomorrow. I'm a big shot in the ATF, didn't I tell you?
Alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives.
John's like, sounds good. And then John sends him his picture of his fucking drink. Look at me. I'm drinking booze. I mean, no wonder Karen Reed was annoyed with this guy. R.I.P. John O'Keefe. Love you. Great guy. Horrible what happened to you. But no wonder Karen Reed was frustrated with this guy. Look, everybody's like, bro, look at me. I'm drinking beer. Him and Higgins are just fucking have this weird relationship where they just send each other pictures of their fucking drinks. It's bizarre. Now we're up to December 12th. You out in Milton, headed to a buddy's. Okay, John says, buddy's house soon. Again, no wonder Karen was frustrated with the next Saturday. You around? May have some people over for the game. Should be. Cool. And then look what this douchebag writes, Higgins. Is your girl gonna bring some single friends? He goes, working on it. Thumbs up. Then John texts him on the 18th. He goes, couldn't find a single friend for you tonight. Plans for the game? Haha. I will take a married one as a runner-up. Oh, we know you will.
We certainly do. After studying Higgy Bear in his natural habitat, we're certain that he will go for other guys' women, especially Karen Reed.
This is interesting. I didn't know about this relationship. Higgy Bear needs to get laid. They all fucking want it anyway. As soon as they see the Higgy Bear, they gotta get a taste. And if you don't bring me a single girl, I'll take a married one. And if you don't bring me a married one, I might just take your fucking girl. Because I'm fucking Higgy Bear. What about a lesbian? Try to convert her. If she's hot. If she's hot. On December 18th, we just grabbed a bite and came home. How's the crowd? Lito and his girl just came in. She has a sweet mullet. Haha, easy fix. I told Steve and Mike to come down here. That guy your girl is talking to used to be Boston. Haha, yes, I worked with him at 18. Notice he doesn't say Karen. He's like, yo, your girl. Her name's Karen, douchebag, okay? Gonna head out, you coming over? I can't deal with this audio. Once I down this food, I will head. That's, of course. He can't go anywhere till he fucking shoves 30,000 calories of fucking trans fat down his gullet.
This is so telling how there really was a strong bromance between Brian Patrick Higgins and John O'Keefe, for which we were not made aware of in neither trial 1 or trial 2. This is the first time we're actually seeing these text messages.
He goes, you coming by? I'm sending these 3 whores home. It turns out whores is like a term, a cop term for other cops, I guess.
I tried telling my ex-wife the same exact thing, but she didn't believe me.
So I guess he had some other cops at his house. I don't fucking know. These guys are so gay. So it's January 7th now. John says, just walked in. I was just about to send Karen out to shovel. Haha. You know, maybe John should have been single. Maybe they both should have been single. At the same time, she wasn't perfect either. She's fucking smooching with Higgins.
Throughout this bromance, John references Brian Patrick Higgins' girly Jeep with the plow. Most of the time he's asking if Higgy Bear will come over and plow his driveway. Unfortunately for John, Higgy wanted to plow his girlfriend. Either way, it's very critical because we know that at some point Karen Reed is going to pull up the 34 Fairview and most likely see Brian Patrick Higgins' girly Jeep. We weren't sure if she was aware that he drove that Jeep, but it looks like from these text messages, she was aware that Brian Patrick Higgins had a Jeep and it had a plow on it.
Thanks for the drink. Haha, that blind female. Of course, what does Higgy send him a picture of? Smearing off ice. Ha, I'm drinking again. He goes, show your girl. Show my girl what? That you're drinking alcohol? Roll Tide. Bunch of lady drinks right there. Plow bitches coming over. That's what Higgins says. Haha, I hope so. The fuck is a plow bitch? Should give this to my 11-year-old, John says. He'll sleep by like at 9.
Hey, Brian, it's Weed Whacker. I'm in the blue bubbles. Did you try those Smirnoff screwdrivers?
These text messages are in chronological order. First, we see Brian Patrick Higgins texting with John O'Keefe, and now Karen Reed injects herself into their relationship and starts texting Brian. Let's keep watching.
I stopped at the Hilly for one last night. I said, haha.
Haha, haha.
Haha, how did you get my digits? Defendant responded, the Melissa and Lito show. Haha.
Haha.
I thought you creeped John's phone.
I told the Currents to come over Saturday for the Pats. You're welcome to join if you're around. See if we could find some bitches. Oh my God. That's what John says. Heard we're getting snow. I'll see what I can wrestle up.
Based upon these text messages, we know that Higgy Bear kept rejecting John O'Keefe's request to come over his house. But something definitely changed because this invitation leads to that one time where Brian Patrick Higgins and Karen Reed kiss.
Bring the Jeep then.
I'm in the blue bubbles again. I said, I just got a Saturday invite. The defendant said, did you say yes? Question mark. I said, not yet, with a bunch of periods. Defendant said, what did you say, Mr. Elusive? I responded, no, I just don't want to intrude on your couple's night. Ha ha.
Ha ha.
I'm shy. The defendant responded, we prefer to hang out with non-couples. We'll probably do cards or something. I'm inviting you. And I said, ha ha.
Ha ha.
John said, Brian's being wishy-washy now, in quotes. I responded, ha ha.
Ha ha.
Did you tell him you texted me? The defendant responded, no.
That's the key question. If you're engaging in an affair, you want to determine if the person is willing to keep secrets from their spouse. And that's the exact response Higgy wanted to hear, that Karen did not tell John that these two were texting.
And then I gave a thumbs up. Defendant said, haha, no, just stop being so anti-couples. Most couples don't even like each other. I said, name a few. Name a few? I don't know. All of them.
Karen is 100% right. There is no long-term married couple that truly likes each
They
other.
all want to hang out with single people.
Article from the Daily Mail or something. And Higgins says about that woman, she claims to have good reasons for going after married men and is on the hunt for her next target. Yeah, you're into that, aren't you, Higgins? Anyway, he goes, you coming over later on January 15th? What's good? Sorry, I've been moving some of my house down to the Cape House. We'll be here. It's cold as fuck. Yo, you still having a party? Gay guys and everything. That's what John says. John's kind of funny. Yeah, we got a lot of gay guys. You'll have a great time, Higgy. Should I stop by? Yes, they'll love you. Who is they? The gay guys. Bro, he's dogging you. Okay, I love John now.
So as I was exiting the house, it was either through the breezeway or the garage. And as we were walking out, the defendant planted a kiss on me. I don't remember exactly if it was the breezeway or the garage. I was starting to walk through, but whichever way I started to exit, the defendant told me to go a different way.
Because Karen knew that the house had various cameras, she wanted to be able to kiss Higgy Bear without John actually seeing it on his recordings.
As you were going out, again, I'm sorry, what happened?
The defendant kissed me.
How did she kiss you?
Not like a friend.
Lip to lip, is that fair to say?
Yes.
And what was your reaction to that?
I was taken back.
Is that something that you were expecting?
No.
About how long was it between when the defendant kissed you and when you left?
Oh, almost immediately.
It was hard to hear Lally's question. I think he asked how long did it take for you to leave or come right after you kissed her?
Oh, almost immediately. In blue is going to be myself again. Foul ball. Defendant responded, you stink. I said, you suck and you're double trouble.
These are the text messages that Karen sent to Higgy Bear after they kissed.
Defendant responded, you're hot. Defendant responded, no, I'm serious. I responded, failing is mutual. Is that bad? How long have you thought that? Defendant responded, are you okay driving? You don't want to stay here. I responded back, I'm fine. I have an office at the PD. You didn't answer the question. Defendant said, rather you stay here.
Karen Reed was begging Higgy Bear to come over to their house, but the big dope just didn't get the message.
We kissed, comma, right? Question mark. I just think you're like me and I'm attracted to you. And then she said, a lot. I responded, feeling is mutual. I just never saw this coming. Defendant said, why? Question mark. I responded, because I just assumed you were happy with your situation. Defendant responded, I was, but things have deteriorated.
Was it necessary to introduce Hennessy? Was I really playing video games?
This is the next text exchange after Higgy Bear and Karen kissed and sexted throughout the entire night. This is the next morning. This is between Brian Patrick Higgins and John O'Keefe.
We were playing video games together. It says TF, hurting like this in 10 years, haha.
Haha.
Please tell me I didn't break your nephew's video game.
If I did, I'll replace it. Did I throw a controller or some shit?
Did I throw a controller or some shit? It says, I don't think so. WTF, I'm hurting. How can you guys not be still in bed? Yes, I said, are you coming here? Followed by 3 question marks.
Wow, check that out. After several months of their bromance, Brian Patrick Higgins and John O'Keefe stopped texting after this very morning. All this time, up until Corey Hopkins got these text messages, we thought that it was Karen Reed that ghosted Higgy Bear. It turns out clearly, after months and months of texting each other and showing each other their drinks and going out, drinking and partying, all of a sudden, all that communication stopped. Until many days later, when out of the blue, all of a sudden, at 12:20 and 48 seconds, Brian Patrick Higgins texts John O'Keefe, you coming here, followed by 3 question marks. And we know he did that after taunting John at the waterfall, which was caught on video just 30 minutes earlier. An amazing job by everyone in this community. First, Corey Hopkins obtaining these documents, and then everyone reviewing them and figuring out which documents and information helps us pinpoint exactly when and where Brian Patrick Higgins attacked John O'Keefe on that fateful morning. Inch by inch, day by day, we are getting close to figuring out that answer, but no matter what, we will never, ever stop producing these videos until the real killer,
Brian Higgins,
is brought to justice.
Do you know what the term ghosted means?
I think I have a general idea, yes.
She sort of ghosted you, didn't she?
I wouldn't agree with that.
That was frustrating to you, that she just stopped communicating.
When I was young, I never needed anyone.
Wasn't it?
No, not at all.
All by myself. Don't wanna be all by.
You had been moving through this mindset of exploring a romantic interest with a beautiful woman who thought was interested in you. And just like that, it was done. Right?
No.
Oh,